Hey, Kurt here. And for today's Sunday Drive video, the first in the series, Jim Hudson asks that how does he scale his business? So he says he's got email marketing set up, he's converting well. He has what I would call a validated business. And that's where you come up with an idea, and then you're able to deliver it, and some strangers are willing to give you money for it. So you know, okay, if one random person on the internet can buy this thing from me, great, we can find others like him to give me money for it. So that's good. And then from there, as you get feedback, as you learn, you revise things. But for the most part, that core business idea is solid. You know what you're doing, which is good. But where do you go from there? So the next step, of course, would be trying to build what I call a marketing water wheel, where if you visualize your business, I know people talk about sales funnels, and that's a good visualization. I like to think of it as a water wheel. So we've got everybody who drives past our marketing is the stream in the river. And then your business and your marketing processes and that whole system are the water wheel. And so some people are going to get onto the system, and once they're there, they're going to become customers for the duration that they're on that water wheel, and then some people will go back into the water. That's perfect. That's fine. That's what we want. So if you visualize it that way, it's like, all right, if it works for one person, one customer, it should work for 100 customers or 1,000 or 10,000. So it's a matter at that point of scaling it up. And you said you've got email marketing automation in place. That's great. That's the stuff that happens on the back end. So it's generally after they've made their first purchase or they've subscribed to your mailing list. So you've got a whole process in there for getting customers or getting visitors and converting them into customers. I like it. And of course, you've got something to sell them. That was step one. So now the last step is to scale it up. Well, how do you do that? So using that water wheel analogy, we got to get more water, which would be more visitors, more traffic. And I think you had said, hey, what do I do? Content marketing? What am I doing? Well, none of this is mutually exclusive, of course. So I would look at, there are multiple channels. Anything that adds more visitors, more traffic is going to help. Ideally, I would start with Facebook ads, though, because you could take those customers who bought from you, upload them as a custom audience, and then turn that into a lookalike audience, where Facebook buys all this creepy behavioral data. And it's okay to acknowledge that it's weird, but it's the future we're living in. And they buy, like, those loyalty cards that you use. They buy your purchase information from that. Your credit card company shares stuff with them. All kinds of stuff. They know everything about you, right? Like, the moment my wife got pregnant, she starts seeing, before she told anybody, she starts seeing ads on Facebook. And it's because they know the sites she visits and the stuff she buys. So you can leverage that for yourself. And it doesn't cost any money beyond the ad spend. So you upload your customers who have bought. You need about at least 100, and you can give it emails or phone numbers. Emails will work best. And then generate a lookalike audience from it. It'll give you 2 million people. Now, what you want to do to really make that lookalike audience work well is narrow it down some more. You don't need 2 million people. That's craziness. So run the audience insights tool on your customers, your best buyers, to figure out who they are if you don't already know. Age, demographic, interests, and then try and use that to narrow down that lookalike audience even more. Most people don't realize you could do this. And then show them video ads. I think that right now we know that's the best performing ad type. And you can even do, what's nice about video ads is we expect to see video from our friends and our feeds. So they're not expecting a, high production Hollywood commercial. You could do a video like this. Like, this is literally an iPhone zip tied to my sun visor in my car right now. So you could do a talking head video and it'll convert. People will watch it. I love Facebook ads for this. And then at that point, people are visiting your site. And if you've got everything in place that you say you do, the email marketing automation, you're converting well, and you've got, probably remarketing ads, all that stuff's going to take over. So that's where I would start. But you could, of course, also try Google Ads. Google AdWords are really tough. It's an easy way to spend a lot of money. So either hire someone you trust, but even those people it's going to be tough for them too. But I would start with Google Shopping ads, ideally, because the buyer's intent, when they click through on a Google Shopping ad, they're much more likely to buy. So that's another way to get water into that water wheel. So we got Facebook video ads from a lookalike audience that's been narrowed down, Google Shopping ads, and then I would do, what are some other good ones? Oh, content marketing, of course. So if you're in a space where you can get away with it, it doesn't make sense in every space, but doing podcast guesting is phenomenal. I mean, the people appear on my podcast, and I often hear from them like 6 months later, like, I'm still getting leads from that. Yeah, because people love podcasts. It's such an engaging format. And of course, guest blogging, which is okay. You get links. At this point in the game, though, if you're doing guest blogging to really get the most out of it, you would need to do a pixel swap, meaning you take your Facebook retargeting pixel, and for a week you put it with your article on that person's site. And of course, you get their permission. And not everybody's going to want to do this, but if you can get them to do it, it is just phenomenal. All right, so I have now, every Sunday I go, I put gas in my car, and one tank of gas is all I need for a week. So I'm at the gas station, I'm going to put some gas in my car, and that concludes this video. Go ahead, email me, comment, whatever. Let me know what other questions you have, and I will answer them in future Sunday Drive videos. So, thanks everybody.